When a state fails in its duty, the citizens will seek another state, savior. Has the Nigerian state failed? Have the citizens found a savior in the person of Martin Vincent Otse, also known as Very Dark Black Man? In this video, you will be the judge. Ahmed T. Ajiran versus AIG Jimoh Fakorede.
Okay, hello. Good evening, VDM. How are you today? How is work? I'm Owolabi Oluwasegun. I'm a lawyer. I just want to, I saw what you posted about this Ahmed Ajiran in Lagos State, about the alleged murderer with the CP. Yes, I have a similar case, just even more comprehensive more than that. That's the previous former CP of Lagos, now AIG, did. I just want to help the matter as well too, to my clients. Engineer Abiodun Ariori is my client about one Owode Onirin matter that he just declared that my client wanted as well too. Meanwhile, he alleged him of murderer as well, and there's no murderer in the incidents. I don't mind. I can come over to Abuja to see you and come with some evidences as well too, along with my clients. If you give me an appointment, I have no choice than to show up with such evidences. That's why I called today. Thank you very much.
Alright, so the evidence I have here now is even more juicy. This is the juiciest evidence in this Ahmed Tajuddin case. This is the one that will go further to expose them completely. Right? Now, Ahmed Tajuddin was declared wanted by the Commissioner of Lagos State then, who is now an AIG, Jimoh. He was declared wanted on the 18th of February 2026, this year. And by 17th of April 2026, Ahmed Tajuddin was arrested, right? By this time he was arrested, the CP have already been made an AIG. But then again, this case have gone to the Inspector General of Police, and with the stories that are coming from the case, the IG was not really pleased with the way the AIG was handling the case. So the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Rilwan-Disu, now ordered that the case be taken away from AIG or Zone 2 and be sent to Panti, so that Panti can start a proper investigation on the case. My brothers and sisters, now there everything busts. So they now had to bring the suspect from Ikeja and from Zone 2, and now gave the suspect to Panti. Then Panti Yabana started investigation. And this is when these people now gave another different confession. I'll read the confession. So this is a statement by Fabo. Now, this is not the normal police statement form. The normal police statement form is different. But you know the way they write and small. So I have to take my time to get everything again imprinted here. Do you understand? So now, let's get right into it. So I will skip the bio. This is his bio. I will skip the bio and I'll go straight to the important part. Right? So let's read. It says, I was arrested in January 2026 while I was at work. I saw some officers rushing and coming towards my direction at a legend bus stop. They pursued me and shot me twice, but the bullet did not penetrate me. They later caught up with me. They used cutlass to smash my head and axe to it. Let's say they used cutlass hit them. I was later taken by the police to the office of the CP Special Quad 1, State Headquarters Ikeja, headed by one Mr. Banti and Hassin. My IPO was Mr. Shina. I was thoroughly tortured at the instance of one Mr. Bashir, who was also at the station, compelling me to cooperate with the police by giving a wrong name or implicating one Alhaji Ahmed Ajiran, so that we can be set free. The statements with regard to the death of Sheriff were made up almost 2 to 3 different times under duress because Mr. Bashir Fakorede was always there to dictate to me and the police what to do. I was closer to Mr. Bashir Fakorede than Alhaji Ahmed because he engaged my services to work for him in the site at Oral Estate beside a filling station at Aja, but I cannot recollect his name. I continue. The policeman would hang me with my hands tied up. It continued until one of the suspects who was also passing through the same condition of torture later died in custody. So the same way they were torturing Fabo was the same way they were torturing another suspect, and that suspect now died. The suspect who lost his life as a result of their torture was David by name. I do not know the crime he committed. It was at this point I decided to volunteer myself to be giving them a fake information stating and making false confession to the crime I did not commit or escape being tortured to death. So Fabo is saying that everything he said against Ahmed, that he was tortured, that the police tortured him, they hang his hand and they hang his leg. And he was not even willing to talk until somebody died in front of him. That was when he now said, okay, no problem, I will talk, because he didn't want to die. That one Mr. David died in police custody. And according to Fabo, that one Mr. Fakorede was there and he was the one dictating to the police what they should ask them, what they should say, or what they should not say. Now, let's also read the statements of Mr. Bariga, right? We are going to skip the bio. Then we'll go straight to the place that matter. It says, this is now Bariga. The policemen said they were looking for one Shola, but later asked who was Bariga, and then I identified myself. Immediately, in the presence of my children, they shot their gun and later took me away with my face covered. I was only breathing through 2 tiny holes created in the nylon. On reaching the office of the police headquarters, Ikeja, Lagos, I was drafted into the torture room and subjected to all form of ill treatment. One Mr. Bashir Fakorede was at the police station telling the police officers how to go about their job, adding and inducing them to pervert justice by asking the police to make us do false confessional statements, that it is only on that ground that we can be granted on bail. We were also paraded before the commissioner of police one day, whose officer gave us a stern warning not to spoil the arrangements that have been put in place, and told us to take full responsibility of the crime. My account number can be investigated. I have never received any lump sum of 500,000 naira from any Alhaji Ahmed. The only time I came closer to Alhaji Ahmed Ajiran was during a football match in the community in commemoration of the celebration of Alhaji Ahmed's birthday, where all on NURT chairmen and their people were present. I was opportune alongside other boys to take photographs with the said Alhaji Ahmed. The active bank accounts are, he put his OPay account and then he put his Access Bank account, right? With his name. The statements at the state headquarters were not true reflection of the incident that occurred, because while in detention, a suspect died in custody and there was no option to escape that torture. I do not know anyone by the name Bode in the community. I knew late Kenny. We live in the same compound as neighbors. Also mascots and motherless are our NURT leaders, and they were working for Alhaji Bashir Fakorede, motherless and errand boy of Alhaji Fakorede. We always move us to his site at time he wants to use us to rescue or settle land issues. I do not know anything about Alhaji Ahmed instructing anybody or me to kill anyone. I do not have any contact with him directly or indirectly. All against me are false. I was finally treated of my injuries sustained during the brutality of the police when I was brought to the correctional center Kirikiri Medium facility. Wow. Wow. So this is a new statement. This is the most recent statement from the two suspects, Bariga and Fabo, where they claim that one Mr. Fakorede was with them inside the interrogation room, and that in his presence the police tortured them, and the Mr. Bashiru will give instructions to the police, and he also will tell them what to say and how they were going to indict Ahmed to the crime. Basically, you know that video I posted where they were interviewing Fabo and Bariga. You know, we were not seeing the people that were talking to them. From this revelation, it means that it was Bashir Fakorede that was talking to these boys and not the police. So he conspired with the commissioner of police then, who is now an AIG, to be in that interrogation room. No wonder. This makes sense. That is why that interrogation did not sound professional. That is why it did not sound professional. He kept on saying, Shebina Ahmed send you now. I'm going to play the video. Now you can now hear his voice. So Bashir Fakorede is, for those of you that don't remember, let me take your mind back. This guy, Bashir Fakorede, was the guy that went with the prince to that land on the 5th of February 2026, where they were chased away by the youth of Ajiran. It was the next day after they were chased that he went straight to the station, because this interrogation where they tortured them and forced them to speak, this whole interrogation happened the next day after they were chased. So it was in the next day he was angry, out of his anger, that they will not let them sell that land. Out of that anger, they tortured those people so that they can indict Ahmed, Tajuddin, and get Ahmed out of their way. Because the boys are loyal to Ahmed. I'm going to play that video. Listen.
Hello, you go from Sheriff. Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè o. Mo ní Kẹ́hìndé ti rí bọ̀. Ìbọn ti ẹ̀ ń kọ́. Ìbọn ti ẹ̀ ń kọ́. Ake ti ẹ̀ ń kọ́. The crowd Kẹ́hìndé. The crowd go with crowd. Ìwọ láìpẹ́.
Passage yẹn kí ni èdè ṣe nípa jáde pọ̀.
Wọ́n ní fún nọ́mbà fóònù Kẹ́hìndé lọ́wọ́.
Kẹ́hìndé ní ìlú rẹ̀.
Ta ni Ahmed sọ fún iṣẹ́ Sheriff? Ahmed sọ fún lójú lẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwọ Bariga, ìwọ Fabo, mascot àti kẹta. Ahmed sọ fún tóun fẹ́ kẹ́bọ́n ṣe báyìí fún Sheriff Agbowó. Tala Ahmed sọ fún tóun fẹ́ kẹ́bọ́n ṣe kan fún. Tala Ahmed sọ fún lórí tó aṣọ báyìí tó.
Fún wa tó kù. Wọ́n kọ̀ Ahmed sọ.
A ní sọ fún.
Wọ́n kọ̀ sínú àdàpọ̀ lápẹ́ yẹn ló sọ fún Fabo.
Kí lórúkọ yẹn?
Bọ̀dé and bọ̀dé.
Lókè wọn wá tẹ̀lé yìí lọ. Lórí tó tẹ̀lé yìí lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n Ahmed sọ fún. Òun ló wá wá èyí jáde àná. Ṣé èyí wá lọ fi ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn? Kó tó di pé lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Ahmed tó? Báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Ahmed tó pé pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó? Ajiran.
Fóòkì Ahmed Ajiran o mọ́mọ́ o kí ń lọ ilé ẹ̀ ni.
Báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó kó tó di pé lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ tó?
Alágbọ́n kó ṣégede ìlú rẹ̀ àgbọn.
Ẹ̀yà dáhùn pa.
Alágbé Ahmed Ajiran jẹ́ pé ìkọ́jọ́ pé yíṣù gbogbo jọ́sà máa wà pẹ̀lú.
Olúwaṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú pèsè ká ogun ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àwọn aṣẹ́jú
oníbòdì àgbà ni Ahmed sọ fún tó wá ń sọ fẹ́ yìí tí mo fi bèrè bí yẹn pé ìgbàfẹ́ yìí súnmọ́ Ahmed tó tà Ahmed ò sọ fún kan ní direct tó yẹ kó lọ sọ fún bòdì. Mo fi bèrè pé báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ Alhaji sí nígbà tó lórí pẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ sí ẹ̀ dáhùn yẹn báwo lè ṣe súnmọ́ sí àbí ẹ̀ tí ìsúnmọ́ púpọ̀ báyìí.
Ọ̀gá àti ìsúnmọ́ púpọ̀ àti close
pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ so bọ̀dé yẹn close mọ́ jẹ́ yìí lọ gbó ní bọ̀dé wà sí. Jami.
Bọ̀dé ti lọ Germany.
O ti lọ sí Germany o ti travel lọ.
Ó máa ń ta mọ́tò.
Ní Germany.
Ó ń ta mọ́tò ní Germany. ok máa gbọ́ nígbà tẹ́fẹ́ pa tẹ́fẹ́ lọ pa Sheriff máa gbọ́ mi o èlò tí àtò kàn nígbà tẹ́ pa Sheriff tán ògbó kékeré tó gbowó kékeré tó gbowó
tẹ́gbẹ́ kó Sheriff ọ́fíìsì ẹ̀yẹ ìdìbò dẹ̀ ti ṣe kàfẹ́ ìlú tó ti ṣe gbọ́
ògbó pé ògbọ́n bá èdè fún ìlú ṣọ́ọ̀gbọ́ fún mi lówó
ìyá tí báyìí ní bá mi ń gbọ́n sí ẹgbẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mi tí wọ́n fún mi.
èlò ní abẹ́bí fún ìlú àti ìṣiṣẹ́ yẹn èyí ò lè pin ìdárúkọ ilé ìtẹ̀ pin èdè ló kan ìwọ àti bàrígà
èlò ló kàn ẹ̀
àti bàrígà gbọ́ tó sọ
sóòótọ́ ló sọ àbúrò
nígbà tẹ́ lọ pa Sheriff lọ èlò ní Alhaji Ahmed Ajiran fún yìí èlò ló fún yìí
èlò ta ló gbowó yẹn
tú kí ni
fẹ́yìn mélòó
pé ní ẹ̀yìn mélòó
dárúkọ yẹn
títí ẹ̀ ẹ̀bùn títí ẹ̀ wà títí ẹ̀ kọ́ tí náà sọ́kàtọ́lá 23 iṣẹ́ olóògbé fún 2024 iṣẹ́ olóògbé fún 2024 ọ̀ṣọ́ tí o bá tí o tí mọ̀ yìí ó sọ fún ọ̀dọ́ tó ti lọ Germany ó gbé ti Sheriff fún yín ní 2023 náà ó ti wá mọ̀ yìí sì ẹ ti súnmọ́ ti dán ọmọ ọ̀gá iṣẹ́ olúwa gbé fún 2024.
wọ́n tó wọlé sẹ́nu náà wọ́n lọ.
taliwa gbéṣẹ́ tó wọ́n bá fún yín Prince.
Vamos a ver
same strategy pa Sheriff náà lè pa
So now you people can get the clearer picture that it is not even the police that interrogated them in this video. It is Bashir. That's why it was unprofessional. And at some point, the boys even said, which Ahmed are you talking about? Then he was the one that said, Ahmed Ajiran. Then they said, Ahmed is the king of boys now. Ahmed is somebody that the youths like to come closer to. You see, Ahmed is somebody that the youths like to come closer to. He's a peacemaker. Ahmed is the only person that, from my finding, they say Ahmed will hang out with Bokania. Different cult group. You can hang out with Bokania today. You can hang out with Aro. You can hang out with Eye. You can hang out with Aye. You can hang out with Pirates. You can hang out with Mofai. Different cultists. You hang out with them. And you heard this boy. You heard Bariga. Bariga said that he had met Ahmed before when Ahmed, they hosted a march to celebrate Ahmed's birthday. Because Ahmed is somebody that youths like to come closer to. So he was there, and he was even opportune to take a picture with Ahmed on his birthday. And that was the closest he got to Ahmed. That he knows Alhaji Bashir Fakorede more, because they were working on the side of Bashir Fakorede. And when they need to settle land disputes, that Bashir Fakorede will send them. So in a nutshell, because of land, and this Ahmed is giving them headache, they decide to set him up. And because the youths are with Ahmed, they decide to set him up. You see, me with evidence. I don't put everything I've posted on this matter is evidence. Every other person that I've been talking about this matter, they've never posted any evidence. They are posting based on hearsay. I am giving facts, statements, videos to everything I have said. There are videos to back it all up. There are facts to back it all up. So now you see. Now, there's another part that we also show you guys. The main reason why this Bashir is very angry. I'm going to play something for you guys after this one. And also, I will come back to Jimoh Moshood, who was the commissioner of police then and now AIG. The kind of thing, the conspiracy, how they were able to put Ahmed on a wanted list. Everything will be open. Now me, evidence man, we go make sure that the justice system of this country is for everybody. Bro, this country is crazy. So if two big men, they fight, if one big man get connection to police, he can go and use his police connection to frame the other person up so that they can send you to prison for life. All of us say Ahmed is a bad person. Should that be the reason why they will put murder on him? Do you know what murder is? Where they'll say that you kill person, not just one, two persons. Now, how you will know that these people, this is a conspiracy, is the fact that Prince Ademola Akinloye, they have not arrested any suspect. They did not conduct any investigation, but they say it is Ahmed. At least the other two get suspects. We can still be debating that. But this Prince Ademola Akinloye, that you people added to it, which evidence do you have that it is Ahmed? How did you come to that conclusion? And this is how you will know that these people deliberately just want to pin it on that man. How did you go hear this matter? Peace and love. I'll post more evidence soon. Alright, so I heard that Jimoh must shoot AIG Zone 2 is being projected to being the next Inspector General of Police after Olatunji Rilwan Disu. Well, Jimoh must shoot. You would never, ever be the Inspector General of Police in this country called Nigeria. You can never be. The highest heights that you ever achieve in your police career is a DIG. I am saying this 100%. You would never be the Inspector General of Police. An AIG, somebody in this high position of the police that conspires with non-state actors to set up other people and pin murder on them. I'm not laying mere allegations on him. There are evidence to back it up. I am challenging Jimoh Moshood to say I'm lying. You conspire with non-state actors to pin murder. To pin murder. You know what it is to pin murder? Not one, two, murder of two people on somebody. Not just that, because of your position, you let somebody like AIG Fakorede to interrogate a suspect and tell the suspect what to say and write in their statement against his enemies. As Assistant Inspector General of Police, and somebody like you want to become the IG in this country, you will ruin the justice system of Nigeria. And people like us will never let that happen to this country. So people like you should just kiss that dream of becoming the IG. Bye-bye. I challenged you before that you should bring the first original statement of Bariga and Fabo. And if you are able to do that, I should be charged to court. And I should be charged for defaming you, a criminal defamation, and I should be sent to prison. But you cannot bring that statement because you made sure that statement did not exist. And you never knew that this video, their first confession, will come out. And again, I am here again to present another evidence against you that you are a corrupt police officer and you should never, I've told you, that yes, I tell you to achieve. Now this one way you did. Now, this corrupt police officer, Assistant Inspector General of Police Jimoh Moshood, who is currently heading Zone 2 in Lagos. On the 19th of February, you declared Ahmed Tajuddin wanted. But guess what? I just found out that you did it illegally. You did not have the court order to declare him wanted. You see, you were so quick to doing a lot of things. I don't know if you were paid, but it looks like you had some form of motivation that is not normal. You were so quick that you made a lot of mistakes. And now I'm going to be presenting some of these mistakes to the general public. Now, you were giving, you collected order for remand, arrest and remand. But then again, you still went on with arrest and remand warrants, where you order, where you collect. It's just to arrest and remand. But instead, you went to go and declare him wanted. But God don't even catch you. The arrest and remand, you get loophole. And I will let Nigerians. In the Magistrates Court of Lagos State, in the Ikeja Magistrate District, holding at Ogba, Court 3, Ogba, today, the Monday, the 16th day of February 2026, before the honor, L.A. Olabi, Mr. Magistrate. So we'll go straight to the important part, right? Enrollment of order. Upon this matter coming up before this honorable court today, the 16th day of February 2026, and upon hearing, Inspector Odugbo Innocent holding the brief of NW Magbo Esquire, counsel to the applicant. The applicant is Moshood Jimoh, so this is the lawyer that he sent to get the order. NW Magbo Esquire. And pursuant to the application for arrest and remand filed and dated 16th day of February 2026. So we read, it is hereby ordered as follows. Leave is hereby granted to the applicant to arrest and remand the defendant, which is Ahmed Tajuddin. So leave is hereby granted to the applicant to arrest and remand the defendant in the custody of Command Tactical Team Squad 1, Ikeja, Lagos State, pending the conclusion of the police investigation. Number 2, the application before the court shows the efforts of the police, which indicate that the defendant had been invited several times based on the petition and series of invitation letter, and he denied invitation. I shall exercise my discretion in granting the application as follows. The applicant, which is the police, which is Jimoh, shall arrest the defendant, which is Ahmed Tajuddin, and remand him in custody for maximum of 14 days at the first instance. The defendant shall be granted bail or release unconditionally if order is not renewed or charged to court. A case is adjourned, that's number 3. Case is adjourned to the 13th day of March 2026. So basically, court ordered a arrest and remand. Not for Jimoh to go and declare Ahmed wanted. Arrest and remand. And the court gave the reason. Police gave the reason to the court that they've invited Ahmed several times and Ahmed did not show up. So therefore, it is only fair and it's only right to say the government cannot be inviting you and you will not come. Oh yeah, go and arrest him. So this is what the police requested and the court granted it. But there were a lot of loopholes. You see, when you are in a haste, I don't know whether they give him money, but there's some form of motivation behind what Jimoh did in this case. That's why he did not care to cover all his loopholes, right? He did not care. So there are a lot of loopholes. First things first, did you know that the lawyer that went to go and collect this order for Jimoh is not even a lawyer as of the time that he went to go and collect it? Somebody say how? Let's have to expose all these people. So you remember the name of the lawyer, right? The name of the lawyer is NW Magbo. So as you can see, this is the heading of the news. Breaking. Police lawyer heading Abakari's legal unit suspended for 5 years after taking proceeds from hotel owned by kidnapped kingpin. The LPDC also directed Magbo to immediately transfer all the money deposited in his personal account to an identifiable official account of the police authority. Now I read. Barrister Nosa Watson Magbo. So NW stand for Nosa Watson. The police lawyer heading the legal unit of the disgraced Super Corp Abakari's Intelligence Response Team IRT has been suspended by Legal Practitioner Disciplinary Committee LPDC. Magbo has said that Kari made him pay the proceeds from a hotel owned by the alleged kidnapped kingpin into his account. The disciplinary committee, in a directive delivered on Monday, suspended Magbo, a deputy superintendent of police (DSP) from legal practice for a period of 5 years, starting from the day the suspension direction was delivered in accordance with the provision of Section 22B of Legal Practitioner Disciplinary Committee Rule 2020. So as of this time, 2023, they suspended this same person that Moshood Jimoh sent to go and collect this order. So as of this time, he's not even considered a lawyer. So from 2023, if they give you 5 years, you can start practicing from 2028. But you see, they were in a haste. So you use this illegal lawyer because they want to hide their tracks. You use an illegal lawyer because a legal lawyer go ask some question. You use a illegal lawyer to go and collect. That's number 1. Number 2, they now found out that Moshood Jimoh never invited Ahmed Tajuddin. He did not invite Ahmed Tajuddin for 1 day. Moshood Jimoh claimed that they went to go and paste an invitation on Ahmed's gate, but they could not provide the evidence. He claimed that he sent Ahmed an invitation through his phone, and they later found out that the phone number he sent it to was not Ahmed's phone number. So everything was done illegally, right? So what now happened? His lawyer, Ahmed's lawyer, now went back to court and now presented all this evidence and said, wait, first of all, This Ahmed, where we dey talk, self, is not even in the country. Number two, he never received any invitation. Number three, since this case started in 2023, every time Ahmed has been called upon to say, okay, what do you know about this matter? He has always appeared. He will come, he will appear, he will write a statement and all. So this particular time, he was not invited. But because Monsieur Jimoh knew what he was doing, like I said, it be like saying get some form of motivation. It be like saying money don't exchange hand. Because I don't understand why somebody of your pedigree, as at the time you were the commissioner of police in charge of the whole Lagos. But of course, you know when something don't enter and all of them go do the way they like. Anyways, this is how Ahmed Tajuddin's lawyer now approached the court and now presented evidence. What did the courts now do? We'll go straight to the important part. Now, this is the judgment. By the same judge, as you can see, look at it, L.A. Owolabi, the same judge. The same judge. If you remember, the case was adjourned to March 23rd. So this is the March 23rd when they came back to court. And Ahmed's lawyer now presented his own evidence. Now, this is the order that the courts now gave. Listen. The hub of contention of the applicant is that there was a suppression of facts by the applicants leading to grant the ex parte order. So this is the judge now saying that there is a suppression of facts. What are the facts that were suppressed? So Jimoh Moshood counsel, first of all, he hid the fact that Ahmed was not even in the country, number one, and they lied about sending Ahmed invitation, right? It was all a lie. I continue. The suppression relates to the absence of the applicant's firm, the country, and that the counsel who argued the ex parte application had issues with the LPDC. That is the illegal lawyer when Moshood Jimoh bring. He had issues with the LPDC, Legal Professional Disciplinary Commission. It is settled. It is settled law that a party seeking equitable remedy must come clean before the court, because this is a court of equity and discretion, where facts, if suppressed, it is a ground for a dissolution of any order granted. In the instance case, the fact that the counsel is suspended is a brave allegation. It's true that it is a bar to the setting and preparation of processes in the name of that counsel, the illegal counsel that have been suspended. Thus, the applicant concealing means you hide some information. Thus, the applicants concealed these garment facts from the court, thus making the court grant an order. It would not have been granted if it had been made aware to the fact. So the court are now saying that if we had known that, first of all, you are an illegal lawyer, you have been suspended, we would not have granted this order at all. The order that said people can go and arrest Ahmed. If we had known that you have been suspended by LPDC, we would not even have granted this order. Do you understand? The applicants, okay. I shall be unable to stand by an order based on concealment of fact. The order made on the 16th day of February 2026 is riddled with material concealment and misrepresentation. The order cannot stand in the face of scrutiny. The applicant has tied law to fact, and it is hereby ordered that that order made on the 16th of February 2026 be hereby set aside. Consequently, the application is struck out. So basically, the court had a reason to struck that thing out. So that order that they gave to Moshood Jimoh, that Moshood Jimoh can arrest Ahmed Tajuddin and remand him, the court said, no, you can no longer arrest and remand him. Because first of all, you people lied that you sent him an invitation. You people lied that you posted the invitation in front of his gates. That never happened because you didn't present the statement. You didn't present the evidence. Number two, the number that you claim you sent invitation to Ahmed, you never sent any invitation to him. So it was all a lie. And the person that applied for the ex parte order, for the remand and arrest warrant is even an illegal lawyer. So therefore, the order that was granted to them initially have been set aside. It does not exist. What is Jimoh supposed to do? Is Jimoh not supposed to hold on? Jimoh now tried to go and apply again in another court. Do you understand? By this time, they've not arrested Ahmed. Jimoh now went to another court. The other court now told Jimoh that, see, we already know about this case. Do you understand? We already know about this case. First of all, you will let that matter first expire. We cannot give you a remand warrant again for you to go, a remand and arrest warrant again for you to arrest Ahmed. So you will let him come into the country. You will let him stay for 48 hours. Let him come into the country, stay for 48 hours. Then he can submit himself to the police for investigation. This was what they told them. But guess what? Because Jimoh had some form of motivation. Of course, somebody where don't carry suspects. Call another person where no be police. Make he enter. Make they torture suspect for in front. Make they torture suspect for in front. Then this non-state actor was telling the suspect what to say against his own enemy. So basically, me and Coco P, they fight. Because Jimoh na my friend. I can't go tell Jimoh, me talk say Coco P kill somebody. Jimoh can't say no wahala. Now so they arrange. Coco P when no keep person. They can't say they Coco P keep person. Now Jimoh can't call me. Say okay, you know be police. Anything where you like, tell this suspect. Say make him talk against Coco P. Me now can't sit down. Can't say talk say you see where Coco P carry gun shoot down. This one now say he no go talk. They can't start to the beat him. Bah. As they beat him, they beat another person for another case. The other person they beat can't die. This one now no get choice because no one die. Can't say yes, Coco P do one. This is basically what it is. So what Jimoh did with Ahmed Fakorede, or what do they call his name? Thank God the thing did the statement. It is in the statement. Do you understand? So the evidence are there. So this Ahmed Tajudeen, that's how these people now came up with a story. They came to lie that, oh, when Ahmed did it, Ahmed was trying to run away to Cotonou. That is when they arrested Ahmed. That is not true. Ahmed was not in the country. They illegally declared him wanted. He wanted to come to answer the police. Then he panicked because he knew if he had come into Nigeria, they would arrest him like a chicken. Somebody where they form level. He don't want embarrassment. He won't come follow Cotonou enter. But he no say Jimoh don't already page in guys. That was how they brought him in. So they claimed that it was wrong. It's a lie. It's a lie. He was never in the country. You see how these people can use media to turn things. That is why we dey here. We say it no go happen. It no go happen. So Jimoh Moshood, I am challenging you. Come and say this post is a lie. Just say it's a lie. The first time I told you, I said present the statement of Bariga and Fabo. You arrested Bariga on the 6th of January 2026. You arrested Fabo on the 24th of January 2026. On that said day, you did not take down their statements. People that confess that they unalive someone. They confess that they unalive Sheriff Salami. You did not take down their statement. Instead, you took the statement 1 month later when Ahmed Fakorede was inside the interrogation room. And you told Ahmed Fakorede, you gave Ahmed Fakorede the power to tell the suspects what they are meant to say against Ahmed Fakorede's enemy, which is Ahmed Tajudeen. And that was how these people now recorded the statement. And they now said all what they said. But God so kind, they came back again to now confess that Ahmed Fakorede was there. And you people beat them up to make sure they write that. And a person like you won't be IG. God forbid, you will never be the IG in this country. Just kiss that your dream, bye-bye. You see very dark man, me I go sit down for this matter like this. After AIG, I said the highest you can be is DIG. The highest you can be, Jimoh Moshood is GIG. Even that GIG chef, we go see who you for there. You can't be. Except if they don't want to make the justice system of this country good. Except if they want to tell us to say, okay, yes, anything goes in the Nigerian police force. IG, Olatunji Rilwan Disu, this man will spoil your regime. Because we will create a very big awareness for people in diaspora, for foreigners to know that if they come into this country and they have a problem with their business partners, that their business partners can call police for police to set them up and pay murder on them. The world needs to know that the Nigerian police force, they do these things. And the likes of Jimoh Moshood, they do it. The evidence are there. If you say it's a lie, you should bring the first statement of Bariga and Fabo. Peace and love, don't play. Jimoh Moshood, you will never be the IG. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, so I'm going to be playing a voice call between Ahmed Tajuddin and Ahmed Fakorede. I'm pretty sure that Ahmed Fakorede did not know that this particular call was recorded. So in this call, you will know the reason why Ahmed decided to set up Ahmed and pin murder on him with the help of Jimoh Moshood. You know the reason why he did it, right? So this is a call that was recorded on the 17th of February 2026. Now, coincidentally, on the 15th of February, 2 days before before this call was made between a particular lawyer, and Ahmed, 2 days before was when and Babajide Akinloye went to that land in order to inspect a particular land to sell when they were chased away. So out of anger, Ahmed Fakorede called Ahmed on the 17th, which is the call that I'm going to play. But again, coincidentally, on that same 17th, that Ahmed and Ahmed were on the phone call, that was the same day that Ahmed went to the police station and they brought out those two suspects with the help of Jimoh Moshood, where they now told the suspects, Bariga and Fabo, to write on their statement that it is Ahmed that sent them to unalive Salami Sheriff and Prince Ademola Akinloye. On that same day that they spoke to Ahmed. Then a coincidence again, I just call it coincidence, even though I'm not saying a structured plan. 2 days later, after this call, 2 days just after the call, Jimoh Moshood declared Ahmed wanted illegally. He just woke up and declared Ahmed wanted without any court documents, without no fact, without no proof. So this is when they structured and they planned everything and pinned the murder on him. Now in this call, before I play it, I'm going to play it now. In this call, I'll give you a summary of it. In this call, you hear Are telling Ahmed, when I told you to leave that land, why did you not leave it? Did I not say you should leave the land? That the king is interested in the land? And Ahmed kept on trying to explain. Then Arena went further to say, Shebi, we went there. Those boys, they chased us out. And they said it was you that sent them. So in this particular call, Are was just boasting. And towards the end, he said, is there anybody that's as influential as me in that Ajiran? He was just blabbing and he was angry. In this call, he did not talk about the death of Sheriff Salami. He did not talk about the death of Prince Ademola Akinloye, with the same person that you people are alleging that unalive somebody. You were on the phone with him 2 days before he was declared wanted. And one of the reasons why they declared him wanted, the main reason why they declared him wanted, you did not talk about it for a second. It's obvious that the reason why he was declared wanted is not the reason why he was declared wanted. And you people just wanted to silence him. I'm still challenging the AIG Jimoh Moshood to come out and say, very dark man, a lie. He conspired. He used his office as a senior police officer, as a high-rank police officer, to set up a Nigerian citizen. And I'm pretty sure that he was motivated by something. And that thing is not justice. So, listening to the voice call between Ahmed Fakorede and Ahmed with a particular lawyer called Moise.
Because of December period, to the side where only on which issue to move on, we are giving my thing also talk. Go to boys along more with Bamahu. Oh, we shall think being dying. We'll be in by the Cotimo with Shelley.
Ahmed.
Hello, sir.
Mi ò ní ẹni tó bá mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbé mi ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó bí mi léèrè. Ẹni tó bá sọ fún ẹ pé mo ní mo fẹ́ bẹ́ ẹja ní November àbí December tó sọ irọ́ ló wọ́n pa ìyẹn kan. Mo ní ọkàn rẹ̀ ní irọ́ ni sẹ́.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, only power for you. December 23 tẹ ṣe party nílé ọdún yín nílé ọ̀dọ̀ yín nílé ọ̀dọ̀ yín tọ́wọ̀n yàn yìí wà
àti mi ò béèyàn kankan sọ.
Yes sir, ẹ sọ fún okay kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi bò ẹ sọ fún kábíyèsí wípé kábíyèsí ń fẹ́ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dìjà wípé ń fẹ́ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dìjà but ẹ má dá sí kábíyèsí ń fẹ́ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dìjà ẹ má dá sí ẹ sọ fún immediately mo dẹ̀ gbọ́ yẹn but èmi ìwé pé ẹ sọ ẹ kí mi ẹ má bínú ẹ kí mi sọ ẹ má bínú.
Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó wà honest pẹ̀lú ààrẹ mo promise ẹ tó ti wá bá mi pé tí bá rí nǹkan kí n pè ẹ́ mo dẹ̀ promise ẹ pé kò má worry kò ní sí anything but nígbà kò sọ̀rọ̀ November December o ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ ìsoko bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ti yé ṣé gbọ́ dọ́kítọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìsoko bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ pè é mo ní Ahmed mo fẹ́ kó yọ̀ǹda kínní fún kábíyèsí ìpè kó má jẹ́ pé gbogbo nǹkan ni àbí chance bàbá yìí filẹ̀ fún Ahmed ó promise mi kó má fi sílẹ̀ ó ní kí n lọ bá Ìgè tó ti yé mo lọ bá Ìgè Ìgè náà ò ti yanjú ẹ̀ ó kó èèyàn mélòó kan tó bá fẹ́ fi kíní yìí lẹ̀ mo ní ìwọ filẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti ní o filẹ̀ fi yòókù lẹ̀ fún mi kò sẹ́ni tó máa lọ bẹ̀ yẹn ṣé mo fẹ́ gbà fúnra mi ni ibi tó sọ́kò yẹ dọ́kítọ̀ mi ò mọ̀ bẹ̀ bí bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mi ti débẹ̀ rí mi ò mọ̀ bẹ̀ but gbogbo ilé tẹ̀ ń ṣe tí everybody ń ṣe wọ́n yàn ń rí i bó ṣé mo bá yín dá sí ṣebí mo bá yín jà lórí ẹ̀ rí mi ò bá yín jà mo dẹ̀ ti promise ẹ̀ bọ̀ nígbà tí mi wá bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo ní kó fi nǹkan lẹ̀ fún mi kí ló dé tó fi lẹ̀.
ààrẹ ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn sà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí sọ́kò yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ sà ní between Ọlọ́run àti èmi àti ní bí ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tí bá mọ sáìtì yẹn tí bá dé sáìtì yẹn rí tí bá fẹsẹ̀ mi báyìí mo dé sáìtì yẹn rí kí fọwọ́ mi gbọ́mọ mi sìn ìyẹn láwọn kan bẹ̀ mo ò dé sáìtì yẹn rí èmi ni first person tí mo kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sáìtì yìí fún yín nígbà tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wá bá mi ní pé kí n ṣe nǹkan báyìí mo ní yẹsà mo ní ọgbẹ́ kan báyìí wá fún mi o mo ní ṣe kí o gbọ́ hospital lọ yín lọ ṣé mo lè gbọ́ ààrẹ.
oníwọ̀n sọ pé ó fi.
ó fún yẹn pé ọdẹ gbé kan báyìí abẹ́rẹ́ ilé ọ̀rẹ́ tó wà ń bẹ̀ jẹ́ get me but now nígbà tí ẹ pè mí ẹni kọ́yọ̀ ìdàbẹ̀ yẹn náà pẹ̀lú àtàtì nígbà tí.
mo wá sọ fún ẹ máa sọ nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n wá mo fẹ́ ká clear dáadáa ni o.
àwọn náà ní fẹ́ explain part of the thing.
máa gbọ́ nígbà tí mo fi wá padà wá ni mo wá sọ fún ẹ mo ṣe lálàyé mo ní pé Ahmed ibẹ̀ yẹn ò free o wípé lára station àwọn kábíyèsí ni ẹ wá ní àwọn òfin wọ́ọ́lù gọ́gọ́ ló sọ pé ó free ẹ ti parí iṣẹ́ yẹn ní aláwùsá.
yes.
mo dẹ máa gbọ́ mo á sọ fún ẹ mo ní kò possible nítorí wọn ò lè yíyù sí ọ̀fọ̀ méjì lórí ilẹ̀ kan mo ní kò lè ever free ó wá ní ìgbé tó bá ti ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn lọ sáláwùsá mo ò lè rí táwọn bàbá tó rántí ìgbé gbẹ ti parí iṣẹ́ débẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ ní Ahmed má jẹ́ káwọn pípé ìtọ́ ó wá ní kí àwọn àdẹ́kò àti kiri wá rí mi wọ́n dẹ̀ wá rí mi mo ní jẹ́ kó mú nǹkan tẹ́ bá ṣe tẹ́ bá ní lórí ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó mú wá survey nìkan náà mú wá wọ́n mú survey 30-something hectares mo dẹ̀ pé padà mo ní Ahmed tó bá jẹ́ 30-something hectares lẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ń bẹ̀ bàbá yìí ní 7,000 square meter ẹ̀yìn òǹdẹ̀ fún ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ṣe pé after àgbà tí gbogbo kìíní ti ń lọ ni gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ sọ fún mi tẹ́ bá ń rìmẹ́mbà ẹ̀ wà.
kò tí ì dé wàhálà o.
ó ti nú ó ṣe wàhálà ìgbà yẹn ìgbà tó ti di pé tẹ́ bá rántí pé ìgbà tó ti di pé a ti ń gbègbèsè láti lọ wo láti lọ lé ogun tó wà ń bẹ kúrò ní gbogbo wọn tẹ̀ sọ yìí tẹ́ bá rántí pé PS kan wà ní ìmọ̀ orúkọ PS yẹn tí mo padà pè yín fún wípé ó dàbò òun ló ń bá wọn ṣe wípé òun ló ń bá wọn rìn ní pé kó má ra mi ìmú kọ PS yẹn tẹ́lifí sọ pé kí n má wo ọ̀rẹ́ bọ́n ìgbà tí kìíní yìí lọ tó dúpọ̀ àgbo tán lè pè mí pé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà. Hello sir. Adégbìtẹ̀ thank you lẹ́sọ̀ ni mo sọ fún pé òun ló bá wọn ṣe ẹ̀ dẹ̀ sọ fún mi mo dẹ̀ sọ ọ́ mi ṣàlàyé fún pé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ló bá wọn ṣe pé pọ̀t pé kọ́ má wọrí pé àmà mi sọ pé kìíní yẹn dán ó dẹ̀ gbà tó dẹ̀ dán ẹ̀ dẹ̀ pè mí ẹni Ahmed ẹni bàbá ti lọ ṣe kìíní pé bàbá ti lọ ṣe agreement
wọ́n ní wọ́n èmi ò gbọ́ pé
ìmọ̀kọ̀ ọ̀bọ náà ó dàbẹ̀ ní ọ̀bọ ẹgbẹ́ ní PTC.
ìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ rí pé ibi tó ń sọ mo ní wọ́n níwèé lórí ẹ̀ ò kò lè fly tó bá rántí mo sọ pé kò lè fly.
But yes sir kágbó pé èmi àti ọ̀gá mo ìsìnkú ẹlò àmì because ọ̀hún nǹkan tó dùn mí jù ni pé ẹ pè mí ẹ sọ àjọ ṣàlàyé in fact èmi àti ìtújọ lọ sílé epo ọ̀dọ́ yín ní ọ̀nà Ajiran tẹ bá rọjò ìrẹ́bọ̀ ọmọọṣẹ́ yín wí lábẹ́jọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ mo lè ṣàlàyé pé kẹlọ rí bùdágè nítorí bá rí bùdágè pé gbogbo kíní máa resolve pípé because mi lọ sórí ilẹ̀ yẹn rí.
no ṣé kì í sọ fẹ́ pé mo lọ rí òun.
bó ṣe mọ̀ ẹ́ pé mi ẹ̀mí personally.
ó ní àwọn ọmọ máa gbọ́ ó ní àwọn ọmọ kan mo dẹ̀ mo ní mo respect yín mo dẹ̀ respect Ahmed mo ní bọ̀tẹ́ bá ń sọ fún mi pé torí àwọn ọmọ kan ẹ máa múnú bí mi o mo ní ọ̀rọ̀ kábíyèsí lélẹ̀ ṣé kábíyèsí ń ṣọmọ ọdún ni òun dẹ̀ tún. this old for 50 years fáwọn èèyàn wọ́n ìlú 21 years ẹ fi ilé fún un. We have other things you people are taking away from him. He doesn't care. Just leave that one for him. Mo dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bẹ̀bẹ̀ kiri. Ẹ wọ́n yí kíní yẹn dọ́kítọ̀ yìí pé èmi mo ní mo fẹ́ lò. Kí ni ṣé mo mọ ibi tí mi ò mọ̀ mo fẹ́ lò?
Okay, ọwọ́ tájọ́ ń sọ yìí sí ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ bẹ̀ èmi ò mọ̀ bẹ̀ but èmi lẹ́ padà báàsì gbogbo kíní ilé lórí. Èmi lẹ́ padà báàsì gbogbo kíní ilé lórí.
Ahmed because ìwọ ló fún wọn ní liver. Everybody wọ́n ló fún wọn ní liver.
Èmi mo fún Bùdágè ní liver.
Ìwọ ló fún everybody ní liver.
Tẹ́bà tí ìjọ jókòó tẹ́bà tí ìjọ sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́sàgbọ́ ẹ̀.
Nígbàtàjọ jókòó tí mo dẹ̀ rí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni mo dẹ̀ rí pé.
lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́kọ̀ mọ̀ sọ wípé bí ẹni tí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ orí ojú mu ṣé èmi lè gbogbo kíní ẹ̀kọ́ fún mi ó kàn fún mi lẹ́dí kìíní pé
ẹni ilẹ̀ kan wà lórí ilé ìjọba tó gbé wá tí mi ò support nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
gẹ́gẹ́ tí mo ń sọ sá lórí pé tó fi di pé bí ó tó extend kíní ilé mi ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ because gbogbo àtọ́ pé gbogbo àtọ́ òun sọ fẹ́ mi pé ẹ̀fẹ́ bá mi pé àyẹ̀ náà máa bá mi jà ní tẹ́mi jẹ́ ìbílẹ̀ pé àwòtọ́ ni yẹ́sà mi ò ní pa ọkùnrin kíní yóò ní bá mi lápò because èmi bìlẹ̀ pé yẹ́sà pé kọ́ máa wọ̀rí because èmi bìlẹ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn fún mi ní wrong information ni wípé ọ̀fẹ́ bá mi jà
mi ò sọ fún ẹ̀yàn kankan pé mo fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ jà ọ́. Kò tiẹ̀ sí reason the only thing tí kábíyèsí mi lè rìn jọ yẹn ni wípé Ahmed ò kò ní sí birthday party ẹ̀ mo ní tí ó pẹ̀ yín sí wọ́n ní kò pa wọn mo nígbà tí ó pẹ̀ yẹn kí ló á ní tẹ̀ ń bí mi lè rìn kábíyèsí nǹkan tá a sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn nìyẹn mo dẹ̀ lè ṣe máa repeat ẹ̀ lórí ojú kábíyèsí a sọ̀rọ̀ ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ tó dáwọn èèyàn wà ń bẹ̀. It's not a place tí a máa ti discuss ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó concern gbogbo èèyàn tó wà ń bẹ̀ tí ó ti yẹ.
Àwọn èèyàn sọ fún mi pé bí a ṣáìdì ọ ní àyẹ̀ sọ fún ọmọ bàbá mi pé kéde wà bí kíáfù. Èmi náà pé bí kíáfù pé ẹni tí màá tẹ yìí ẹni tí màá ti wọ́n yìí ní bí 2 weeks ago. Ibi tó wà ní tí wọ́n fún mi nígbà tí wọ́n send message àwọn ọmọ yìí pè é sí mi. Wípé where is the money? Mo rẹ̀ sọ́kọ́ mo dẹ̀ respond pé màá get back sí.
No, àwọn yẹn yọ mí lẹ́nu gbà yẹn.
Gbogbo kí ni yẹn ló wá fún mi kàn sáyé pé kí ni màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan.
Wọ́n ní èèyàn kan wọ́n náwọn kan wá máàkì ibẹ̀ yẹn ìgbà àwọ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí. Èmi náà ní 20 million bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo fi sí owó tí mo san.
Gbogbo kí ni yẹn ló wá kàn sáyé pé ẹ̀yin bínú sí ẹ wo gbogbo tìbí nù yẹn lọ lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ pé ẹnì mẹ́jọ mi sọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Mr. Mọ ìbàdí ọgá bóyá báyìí yẹn tó ẹ kọ́ máa pè mí èyí pọ́sọ́lẹ̀ fún ayé lè pè mí láyé yìí pé Ahmed rí mi lé mi kì í má wà sọ́dọ̀ yìí ká máa jókòó tàbí máa sọ mi dẹ̀ sọ ọkàn ẹ̀rẹ̀ bí nípò bí àwọn ìwọ́n mò ń pàṣà mo sọ fún yín mo ní yẹn màá tún rí pìtọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mi ìmọ̀ bí wọ́n lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí òwúrọ̀ mo ní ọ̀hún láṣẹ́ ò àti dòdò ọ̀hún ló máa padà push yín ṣe lé because èmi mọ̀ wọ́n tí mò ń sọ because gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí mo lè fi gbogbo ayé mi búra àwọn ọláṣẹ́wù àti dòdò ọ̀hún ló wà ní kìíní èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀.
Dókítà Ahmed mọ̀ pé ṣẹ́mẹ́gbẹ́ mo sọ fún ọjà kan mọ̀ àti 175 ṣe bí impression tó sọ ẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn ni pé èmi fẹ́ lọ gbowó lẹ́ńbẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ lọ́ládé wà ń bẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa wà dẹ̀ ní issue pẹ̀lú àwọn pípẹ́ yẹn pẹ̀lú lọ́ọ̀yà wọn No wá bẹ̀ yẹn jọ yẹn o.
Correct bẹ́ẹ̀ sà. Ní orí ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà kan mọ̀. Yes sir.
Wọ́n ní fẹ́ lọ gbowó lẹ̀.
Yes sir. Correct bẹ̀ yẹn. Lọ́ládé wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn Aláwùsá wà ń bẹ̀. Between àti mo ò sí Nàìjíríà fún àìpẹ́ mo ò sí Nàìjíríà. And ṣé mo ní àjẹ́ ṣé mi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gba appointment pẹ̀lú àwọn Lọ́ládé sà? Ṣé mi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní appointment pẹ̀lú àwọn Lọ́ládé? Ìyẹn ló kẹjọ wò pé.
Issue tán wá fún ìwọ gan mọ̀ pé kò kàn mí. But èmi ni mo spear head gbogbo kìíní láti tẹ̀.
Nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹrí sà. Nǹkan tí mi sọ yẹrí sà. Nǹkan tí mi sọ ni pé iṣẹ́ èdè.
Ṣàbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti fún mi nílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Ṣé wọ́n ti fún mi nílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀?
Ṣé ní ìjàkùmọ̀? Àwọn bàbá ṣe wọ́n bàbá ló gbé dáhùn gbẹ̀dá ní. Kò lẹ̀ sí ọ̀dọ́ lọ́bẹ̀.
O ṣe wá lọ sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé èmi fẹ́ gbowó lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ni.
Àwọn ta ni mo sọ fún pé ẹ fẹ́ gbowó lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀?
Àwọn nǹkan táwọn ọmọ yẹn pariwo pé.
Nǹkan tí àjọ àgí ni pé àwọn Aláwùsá sọ pé wọ́n máa wá wípé tí wọ́n bá wá kí wọ́n máa pẹ́ everybody.
Kí ló náà fẹ́ ṣe? Kí ló náà fẹ́ wá ṣe?
Àwọn iṣẹ́ wọn Aláwùsá.
Dókítà nǹkan tó fẹ́ wá ṣe ni pé Dọ́ládé ló pè mí ló ń bẹ̀ mí wípé kán resolve àwọn pípò yìí. Mo dẹ̀ ní àwọn bàbá ébò èmi gan nǹkan fún mi ní nǹkan kan bẹ̀. Ó ní kí n ṣáà ṣe gbé kan fún wọn ní nǹkan kan. Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀sà ọ̀rẹ́ lókè tí wọ́n síbọ̀. Nǹkan tó wá ṣe ń jọ yẹn.
Dọ́kítà ń gbọ́ tó bá gbé bí èmi ní intention wa sọ pé kọ̀wé yan wá sí ìjàkọ̀mọ̀ ṣe wọ́n ti pé èmi àti ìjọ sọ̀rọ̀ láàrin èmi àti tó wé pé àyè sọ pé ilẹ̀kùn 30 plot kan wà bẹ̀ tí àyè gbẹ́ port mi mọ orí fóònù àwà àyè jọ sọ ṣé ó possible ṣé mo lè sọ yẹn pé kọ́ wá síbẹ̀ tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àyè ní nǹkan tàfẹ́ ṣe ń bẹ̀ ṣé mo lè sọ mo lè bọ́ sí gbogbo kíní ọkọ̀ mọ́mọ́ da gbogbo kíní ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀wọ́n tó da gbogbo papọ̀ náà ojú ọ̀hún náà ti já because kò dẹ̀ sí ẹnìbọ̀ tó da gbogbo ní ìbọn máa repeat ẹ̀ ṣéwù àti dòdò ni èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ kọ́ tó mọ̀ sọ.
Àwọn tí wà àti dòdò kan o. Ká ní Ahmed ká ní.
Àwọn ṣé wà àti dòdò lọ sórí ilẹ̀ ta ìgbà tí yóò sí lé lẹ́nu ò sí lé.
Ahmed oṣù mélòó ni mo fi bẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kábíyèsí oṣù mélòó.
Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kábíyèsí.
Ó mọ̀ pé bàbá ń favour mi o.
Ṣé wà pẹ̀lú kábíyèsí ní iṣu ni ààrẹ? December.
Oṣù mélòó mo fi bẹ̀ pé kò fi 7,000 square meter lẹ̀ fún wọn.
Yẹ́sà ṣé mi mo di olè táwọn sọ yìí? Èmi kọ́ mo di mú ẹ.
Wọ́n ló ń bá wọn rún ẹ̀. Wọ́n ló náwó ẹ̀. Wọ́n lẹ́nu kejì táwọn wọlé. Ẹgbọ́n mi nìyẹn.
Ẹgbọ́n wọn ni ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n kọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ yìí ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ ọmọ ìyá yín ọmọ ọba òun lẹ́yìn tó di ilẹ̀ ókè ṣé mo lè ókè ẹ̀yin sọ fún mi èmi sọ fún yín pé ókè báyìí làbà yìí ṣe ẹ̀yin oníbodà àgè ẹ̀yin oníbodà àgè bùkátà òfin mi ní.
Kí ni ìgbé sọ fún ẹgbẹ́ mo sọ fún gbẹ̀yìn? Kí ni mo sọ fún? Kí ni ìgbé sọ fún ẹgbẹ́ mo sọ fún ẹ? Mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀ ìgbé máa bá yín jà.
Èyí tẹ́yìn sọ yóò sọ fẹ́ mi because mo ní tẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ náà.
Mi sọ fún mi ní láti farapamọ́.
Mi lórí ilẹ̀ náà.
Mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi mo ń wá bẹ̀ yín ọmọ yín ní kí wá bá yín ó náà ti yọwọ́ ẹ̀yin ní ẹ̀ ti yọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló kọ àwọn ọmọ kan mo ní ta ló jù mí lọ ń lù. Ó dà gbé mi dẹ lójú gbogbo ìgbé wà ń bẹ ìyá sáàsì wà ń bẹ mo ní ọba Sàlámì bàbá tó bí ìyá mi làkọ́bí ẹ̀ first born ẹ̀ tọ́wọ̀n bá mọ̀ pé gbogbo yín kò sẹ́ni tó jù mí lọ mo sọ repeat nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí sọ pé mo sọ fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ìṣe jù mí lọ ni bàbá àgèdè last born bàbá wọn so ti yé so kò lè ju first born lọ náà àbí doctor so bàbá ìyá mi làkọ́bí mo ní tó ẹ̀ jù mí lọ lórí ìjókòó táwa yẹ ẹ̀ jù mí lọ mo ti bá ń respect anybody mo ń respect ẹni so kẹ́yìn náà dẹ̀ fún mi lọ́wọ́ mi èmi kọ́ mo ní kí ni.
ẹ̀yin náà sọ fún òun yẹn pé kébì má da sọ́rọ̀ kọ́ta o.
èmi nǹkan ni máa sọ ṣé wọ mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rù ẹni Ahmed tí nǹkan fi gbé nǹkan tí mo bá sọ mi ní sọ lójú ẹ Ahmed ẹni tó bá ní mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fi sórí fóònù kó pè mí irọ́ ló pa fún ẹ ẹni tí ní bá máa sọ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ máa sọ lójú ẹ̀ mi ò bá anybody sọ ẹni tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní kó wá repeat ẹ̀ lójú mi eléyìí tẹ́mi sọ tí mo sọ yìí tí kí o sì bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ni mo sọ fún ẹ mo ní pèjì kò fi sórí kọ.
You don't need anybody to explain to you that this is the main reason why they decided to pin murder on Ahmed Tajudeen Akanbi. This is simply why. It has nothing to do with Sheriff Salami, and even the people of Ajiran. Now you can see, Ahmed is not fighting anything for anybody. It's all about the land. It's all about the land, my land business. See the way they boast, see the way they vex. Who be Ahmed? Where they go on sell community land, Ahmed go tell some people, make the people stop them. So therefore, we must set you up. I get people in power. Jimoh Moshid is his puppet. We are puppet. Arrange. That was why this man was able to stay in an interrogation room with suspects, and he was telling suspects what to say. But unfortunately for them, they didn't know that the suspect had previously confessed in a video. And that video, they did not record it. And they refused the suspect from writing the statement that day. Only for the suspect to write a statement a month later. So you can see. From the call, you can see. Oh, yeah, Ajiran people. Wanna share. Wanna see what they happen for underground. Peace and love. I'll be back for more. Don't play. If you play, you're gonna learn. I will learn the hard way. Don't play.